This is Congressman Cummings. Congressman Cummings is in the middle of this prison industry that's going on here in Maryland and in Illinois. While I was locked up in the state of Maryland, I contacted Congressman Cummings, and Senator Barack Obama responded. When I came back to Maryland, Congressman Cummings refused to address this issue. I left plenty of toilets out in front of Congressman Cummings' office and the Democratic Party here in Maryland, Governor O'Malley, Mikulski, Cardins, and at WBAL. This man is bullshitting y'all. What he needs to do is his job. He does not meet with people. He does not care about the issues that affect the black community. And he ain't doing nothing but giving us a dog and pony show. When I put that toilet in front of North Avenue, I put that toilet in front of Congressman Cummings' office, and it directly dealt with the issue of my illegal incarceration. Congressman Cummings did nothing. But when Congressman Cummings' nephew was murdered down in North Carolina, down in Norfolk, Virginia, you had the news and everybody over that. This is about the death and the murder of the kids in our community, and that black man don't care about our black community.
Independent counsel to look at this. They do not want the Justice Department to look at this.
We want the Department of Justice to come to Baltimore, Maryland and investigate the corruption under the Democratic Party, in which Congressman Cummings is part of. We want the Department of Justice to investigate the money that's going through Congressman Cummings' church with they laundering money for the Democratic Party. We want the IRS to come investigate the NAACP and audit the ACLU, because y'all been getting too much money to defend the people's rights to be doing nothing to help us.
We're going to see some surprises.
We got some surprises because we're going to expose the corruption that's going on under your office, your administration, and your leadership.
But again, I want the evidence to roll out. We're going to be conducting 3 or 4 interviews this week of people who know a lot about the situation. But again, I think that
I'm going to come to the Washington D.C. and give this information to you. Since you want investigation and you want people to testify, dog, I'm going to give you the jailhouse diary from Illinois and Maryland, and I'm going to give you the paperwork for the federal case against Governor O'Malley, which the IRS is involved. I'm going to show you the Department of Justice that's been holding up this investigation since 2008. I'm a veteran. We're going to show you the war on drugs.
Provisions in the law that says that's not supposed to happen. In other words, you're supposed to make sure that those folks are protected while they're fighting. They should not have to fight in the battlefields in Iraq and then fight at the same time for their homes. So
we got to fight here. I'm a veteran. We're going to show you that these words that you're using are bullshit.
Foreclosures against our military folk, or folks who have a widow who may have lost a loved one in war. Suspending foreclosures so that they can get themselves together.
We talking about the foreclosures in the housing market, and we talk about the housing bubble in which you were a part of and which you benefited from. Dean Witter, Morgan Stanley, your contributors helped you do this, and you knew about this and did nothing. WBAL knew about it. Donna Hamilton, Justin Burke.
That's exactly right. On June
Christian Schaefer.
We will, Saturday, June 15th, we'll be at Woodlawn High School.
I will be right there June 15th talking to you, giving you the paperwork, asking you questions about why you've been blocking a federal investigation into the prison industry in Maryland.
We usually have about 1,000 people come out, and we're usually able to help at least 800 of them stay in their homes.
All right, and what do they need to bring?
They need to bring their pay stubs, any kind of...
I'm going to bring that toilet and put it right there in front of Woodline High School at 1801 Woodline Drive on June 15th. We're going to rebirth the nation, dog. We're going to stop this corruption, and we're going to stop these lying to the people.
We'll be right back with more news in a moment, but first, here's NBC's David Gregory with a look at what's coming up on Meet the Press. Good morning, David.
Hey, Lisa, good morning. Coming up on Meet the Press.
And Meet the Press got this too, but y'all ain't going to talk about this because y'all trying to shine us on.
Hot seat as he tries to find a balance between freedom of the press and preventing national security leaks. Also,
freedom of the press, we're going to talk about suppression of the press and false information by the press. Meet the Press, going to meet the ghetto.
Michelle Bachmann's exit. And another big story people are talking about this week, the new breadwinners in American society, more and more women making more than their husbands. We'll talk about the impact of that. It's all ahead this morning on Meet the Press.
Meet the Press, meet the streets.